how often I feel like calibrated laser targeting is going to go off, which is not going to be very often, I don't think.
Almost never.
Oh.
But I mean, he does get the bid, so
Yes.
You could have done that to me.
he
But
might get it with Obi-Wan and Anakin, but Mace not so much.
I wouldn't have seen it coming.
I'd like to see 7B on Mace, but
Most people don't.
there he is putting down the good old pickle.
but yeah, so this is really kind of where the
Gone.
Like just straight up.
this is
gone.
the taste test
Yeah.
for
With
that
like only 2
calibrated
damage.
laser
I
targeting. If it
shoulda
does well
did it,
against other
but
races,
I
then you can say,
I
okay,
was
this
just
is
like, I
actually
don't think
pretty
he's
good.
gonna fly off the board.
Yeah.
He's gotta do
It's
a
gonna be-
shit because he needs to.
This is going to be a fascinating because you have double reposition suit, you have afterburners on Vader.
Alright, what's your action?
So I mean, it's not like they're going to be super easy and predict. Then Whispers, who flown correctly can solo probably that entire list, outside of Anakin. But
Remember doing that thing where you
it's tough, dude.
exactly where you want.
What is Double Doc at Lin points? Let's see. He looks like he's paid
in that mind noggin?
76 for his Vader, 54 for Soontir, and 68 for Whispers. So that puts him at, let's see, 80, 130, 198. No bid at all for Whisper or Soontir. Not sure if Fifth Brother's worth not having a bid, but
Yeah, fifth brother. How much is he? 8 points? 9 points?
he's 9, I believe. 9 points, which would put him at 189.
Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't have that, which is a solid bid. Allows
That's a
Soontir
good
to.
bid for what you're doing now. I feel like you need it.
Oh, you're in.
It's either that or you drop Hate and Predator.
Action barrel roll.
Something's. I feel like something's got to go on this list.
Wanna be
It's
forward
just
or back?
too heavy because you're
I
concentrating
agree.
on aces.
Back as far as possible.
Oh, and as we just saw in Dallas, with Casey's showing, getting 4th place using
Right?
Vader Soontir, and instead of Whisper in that list, he was using Tur for Nur
Because I thought.
at 187. Really having that low deep bid is important.
Did you?
So yeah, I think you could get this list cheaper by dropping the Fifth Brother.
I did advanced line.
189, you're gonna do
Vader.
pretty much anybody in, other than somebody super bidding you.
Shot at him, right? Last turn. Vader shot at your. That's why your Jakku has a ton of damage.
When you lock
What are
the
your
jack.
feelings on Pure Sabak
Last turn.
with like a shield upgrade?
Gotcha. Okay.
Because he gets all
I think Pure Sabak's a really interesting choice.
The timer now.
You gain exponential value the more dice you add. So going from 3 to 4 isn't just 33% better, because going from 3 to 4 dice allows you to pretty much, when you roll perfect paint, doing damage to somebody no matter what outside of a range 3 shot on a 3 agility ship.
Lock here.
Bumping yourself up to that unavoidable damage threshold is just
Really fast.
amazing. So
Yeah, it's almost like that.
gosh, but being at initiative 4 and having only 2
Bust
agility,
out of here.
and since we don't live in 1.0 anymore, thank God, we don't have lightweight frame to help him out a little bit either. So
Him around and shooting at him. 'Cause I'm Vader.
I think I lean more towards just countdown in general for the
Anything else?
ability to turn off things like proton torpedoes and
Vader.
other things that are going to nuke your little striker off the board.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah.
But I do like having 4 dice.
We're touching.
I think I would take
Arc, bro.
Pure Sabak if I was already taking countdown and had.
No range.
No range.
I think he fits into that Braylon 10 nub kind
Arc
of
is
deal.
still range 3,
Yeah.
but
Unless it says range.
But I can see the
That's why I tell
justification
people
for both, more so because their abilities are so different.
He's a.
he's a beast.
Yeah.
The meaning.
All right. Sweet
Oh, I'm
tea.
stressed. Not that it matters.
Sweet tea range one of that dude.
Yeah.
All right, so Whisper did a 2 or forward, I think.
So I cancel one.
Actually,
and I take 2.
Might have
do a
shots this turn.
59-point Pure Sabak with fifth brother and shield upgrade.
Oh, there you go.
So I don't know. Is that a fair trade?
Same price as a Whisper with just juke. Which would you rather bring?
Yeah.
How much is that worth?
Afterburner.
57.
That guy's worth.
Yeah.
Let me see that. Let's see.
I think the strikers, the named ones outside of Duchess, it's a tad bit too expensive.
They are a little too expensive for a 2
You,
agility ship.
you came
and no
out ahead on
shields.
that, of course.
Correct.
I think I'm ahead on
Yes,
points
Obi-Wan.
because
You need to come down just a itty bitty bit.
General
Hey, by the way, man, move up in the Discord channel with me for a second.
Torkel.
Yeah.
Barrel roll.
Back.
Should have the back.
Go to big.
I didn't even think about it.
Remember,
I
I turned my arc around, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I know.
Maybe get that on.
I should have seen it. It's obstructed.
Still rock.
Page 2.
Alright, bro, just got one kick and no big deal.
Suture stuff. For the hand, just being like zoom zoom.
I can handle it.
Chicka zoom
I
zoom.
just
Chicka
could
zoom
have
zoom.
focused, I guess.
Yeah.
Could have focused
Good suture.
and then
Got it.
recovered it anyway.
Predator suture. Yep.
Would have been the better thing to do.
This is where I wish I had pattern analyzer.
Why don't you have it?
Because I didn't buy it yet.
Because you cheat.
No, what does it even come in?
Version kit.
Oh, I just meant like point wise in your list, not like.
No, I would have totally paid for it if I could. I just
Doesn't it come in the course? I mean the conversion.
no. It's
In the resistance.
It's in the
it's in the resistance
Which
conversion.
means
Or,
I probably
or,
have a
or
handful
probably
of
the.
extra.
Is it in an A-wing?
I don't think
Because I'm getting A-wings.
I don't know.
Composure has A wings. I mean A wings have composure,
I don't
right?
know. I don't need
Oh, I have composure now?
I think so. Or no, it comes in Lando's stocking.
Yeah, I don't
That's
have
where
Lando's
It comes in
stocking.
A-wings too.
It comes in A-wings?
I'm
Then
pretty
I have
sure.
composure.
I'm pretty sure it comes in A-wings because I have several now.
Yeah,
You're doing
I don't have
stuff.
any that I knew of, but now I guess I do.
Close enough to shoot, so we'll just boost. Okay. Alright, my 6. This is Soontir will activate first. There's nobody in his bullseye. Vader was not close enough, I don't think. No. Nope. Okay, that barrel roll put me just out. Alright, so. Oh, here. My 6, no shot. So you're 5. Yep. Range 3 there, or. Range 3 there. Is it? Yep. Or are we out?
Man, that's scary. You would have killed Hatchet Man.
You got it.
And my shuttle. I'd be Vader.
I'll go with
against all of them.
Obi-Wan.
I'm out of practice. I'm out of practice with my
Oh, there.
Jakku tractoring shenanigans. Because usually I'm really good at seeing it, and I was looking for a long time. I was like, will this dude be off the board? Because you have to remember, I have to remember 2 maneuvers, not 1. So I was like,
Just
Well,
rotate it.
you just trained me
Yeah,
on that
yeah.
one. Because that, next time, 1 straight. I'm doing a 1 straight after that.
Mhm.
And then I can slam a 1 bank.
We'll spend the focus.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then spend the force.
yeah, bro.
Cool. Alright, my 5. Yep. Range 3. Cool, cool. Spend the focus. Very good. We'll just natty out of it. Alright. Mace, same shot. Spend the focus very quick. Okay, we've done this before. That's a cocked die. Spend it, damn it. I was really hoping I'd make you spend it. The odds of cocked die in this dice box are pretty slim. Slim to none. But they do happen. Alright, so that is end of. Boom. Yeah. So I'll recover some force charges.
Man, you made short work of that shuttle, though.
Tarani's a tank buster.
If I had.
That's why I was like,
If I'd gone a little faster, it wouldn't happen. I would have saved 4 damage.
If you went faster?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I didn't think you were gonna 3 turn into range 1.
Cool.
That was what you did. 5 damage with Tarani.
Yeah.
5 damage right there. That's.
Thank
I mean that's Finn Rock.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, hi.
The only thing that was
How you
accomplished
doing?
was one more force than I
There's some damage.
So one
Enjoy
more force
that.
and you could safely recover. Yeah. Well, immediately recover anyway. It's alright, it's Obi-Wan.
I think he just.
He's got 3. Alright, system
So
base.
I like it when you fly variety. I think you do better.
Thank you. I think I do better when I have variety also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Let's see if you just decided
Which
to
is why
turn
I
all
need
of
to
your
stop
ships right
deviating
into
and stop. I need to do, when I go to a tournament, I need to do me. I can't.
I think
It's
you're
me
a
and
4
one- me and Rick talk
4
about
ship minimum. I mean,
Yeah, I can do 5.
you can do. I mean 4 ship minimum.
Yes. Yes, dude.
I mean 3 ship for you.
it was like,
I don't
bro.
think it works for
It
you.
was like every time I lose a ship, it's like.
Why? I mean, why you wanna
Why?
try and shoot me? That's not nice.
How am I supposed to finish this game like every single time?
It's me.
Like I admire people who can do like 2 ships lists. Like, oh my god, bro, how are you like?
You can
I'm not okay with 2 ships.
Because I need to just to get out of your bullseye. or else that would be bad news
Unpleasant
bears.
day for.
Vader have afterburners? Yeah, he does.
Hell yeah.
Vader has
he does.
afterburners.
Get the fuck out of here, Vader. I don't want any of your shit.
Do I still want to even take a range 1 shot, or do I just want to? Let's just not get shot at by you.
Fucking deal with him.
Obi-Wan.
Jax is probably commenting on that, like, wait, what?
You're one,
Keenan did not
you're one
just
and two,
choose
yeah.
to exchange range 1
This
shots.
guy is gonna do a reverse.
Now with no mods, you don't.
I have the force.
Calibrated to boot or function to boost.
Fucking pattern interlaser. Oh. Okay.
All right, we are back.
I'm just checking to see if I. I'm still stressed, but that's kind of funny, you know.
How well do those darts fly? They look sharp.
That would do it.
Next,
Well, in his last game, they didn't fly super hot.
He is out there.
I'm going to exchange my title.
Oh man, he's out there with that whisper.
And spend a force charge to focus.
Looks like he probably did a 2D cloak.
3.
To the side, ship right.
So your back arc is only range 2.
Barrel in. Come on.
No, Obi-Wan coming in hot.
Even though it does cover range 2. Yeah, it's not a. It's not.
What do you do here? Do you just double down and get rid of Mace window right here?
I'm going to take a stress to.
Mace is the middle ship, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, because it's already moved.
You are.
The top one, it looks like that would be Obi-Wan. The middle one is
Look at that. I'm
bottom.
actually flying all AC like.
See, that's not what I would have done with Soontir right there either. He barrel rolled the other way that I would have.
You would have barrel rolled in?
Yeah, evade, barrel roll to get the bullseye against Mace. I mean, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, because if you can't escape,
Oh, I guess he's getting it this way.
Fortunately.
So difficult to get that
You can't just kind of
that bullseye on
Unfortunately,
Soontir.
can't do that anymore.
yeah, looks like he's got it.
Yeah.
And then.
See, the problem is if I
Looks like
slam in
it's
and
probably
change
still an
the
arc,
rest,
but they're
I'm
going to be
gonna-
shooting through a gas bell, so I don't.
Not a lot of damage either way.
I'm gonna check.
Oh,
Get my focus.
And there's Anakin doing Anakin thing.
Yeah. So he's going to barrel roll back
Looks like
left.
And then next turn you're gonna barrel roll me.
Who?
This guy.
Does not look.
none of that.
Problem.
Okay, so just
Talking about
range
Jack, who's gonna do that?
Yeah. Good. Good.
Safe it.
No, he's focusing.
Maybe.
Looks
Well,
Hmm.
one bang.
Obstructed?
Yeah.
Okay.
because you got.
I would have taken the target lock, but I guess he's wanting to keep his.
Range 2 obstructed.
I mean, he's not going to get shot, so
Spend that
you can
focus for
afford to
3.
blow.
I know.
Blow your force if you need to.
Even
Evade 1.
And if you're gonna blow your force, that's the time to blow it.
Yep.
Alright.
Is that
starting
position
damage.
reasonable for you?
Alright,
Next-
Anakin.
No.
Mm-hmm.
and see,
That's
That
what-
far
that's the
away?
one thing, like, if I'm
Yeah,
really
he's not getting
using
shot
it,
at for a
if
while.
I'm smart, I'm not gonna.
and that's one thing about the Japanese and ships. of
Rerolled
its type.
fire control.
It's gonna be where you don't want
He's
And
to.
like-
spend the.
Like,
Like
one of the reasons
Vader.
why the Jedi are doing so well with the 2 Jedi and 2 B-19s is because people are like, I'm gonna shoot that B-19.
Wait,
And
who's
like,
Chinese
they
taking?
spent too much time shooting something.
Who was that?
I don't know. It looks like he took a
Right.
shield on Mace right there.
Okay.
So it's up to you. But
He shot at Mace from Vader. It looked like.
I'm gonna just take a
For all
focus
mass.
in case something.
Oh, I don't know how he did. No, he didn't do it.
that makes sense.
So that was
Right, sure.
on the Mace,
I'm gonna do like 5, 2 bank, dude.
and now that was Vader on the Mace, and he just thought.
Take 2 shields.
Okay.
It's fuck Vader, right?
Okay. I get it.
Obi-Wan has no shot.
All right.
Mace has no shot. So go to Dallas.
Now Anakin on to Whisper. Wow. All the paint, spin the focus. Hit, crit. That's 2 no matter what.
Wait.
Got the natties, 2 shields on Whisper already.
That was lucky.
Slith. I don't know how to say this person's name. Slith. Slith's asking if Vader versus Anakin for a time paradox.
Okay. I'm gonna do
Holy shit, dude.
what?
I imagine so.
What do you think I was gonna do?
I mean,
Think I do it?
was
The
he a better
electrical
pilot
machine
before he
become-
became more machine than man? I mean, the way they did his ability, it doesn't seem so.
We traded 1 shield on Obi-Wan for 2 shields on Whisper.
I'd say say it's a decent trade.
Yeah. I'd rather perform more attacks, but you know.
Yeah.
You take what you can get, I guess.
Burning afterburners.
Okay.
This guy moved, right?
That guy did move.
Are they flying?
So what do you think?
To see if they can get a time
This
travel?
next turn, how does this
No
unfold, Rob?
wish.
Probably gonna do what?
Torgal.
Or just kill Vader and just
yeah.
remove him from the game entirely.
Where does Whisper
What?
decloak?
Mark him.
Whisper does not
If
have a
Vader
lot of
kills Anakin,
options. I feel like you
then
may
you
want to run.
Yeah.
Cloak forward.
Forward and then 4
I
straight.
was watching that on the plane.
4
today.
straight or 3 bank.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this.
Just recover around better position.
Yeah.
I think Vader here is going to chase May. So a 3 bank in.
Oh, shit.
Normally you'd recover a force, but he has all of them.
So spin a force charge.
Space magic.
Now the angle there, Soontir looks like not a lot of great options for the Blues.
Very hard.
Yes, sir.
No. It's a 2 bank.
It's gonna be range 3.
Yeah, there's a decloak forward.
Shot, so I got 2 dice.
Oh,
Mace
fuck.
doing the K because he's Mace and he gains.
All right, so spin the focus for 3.
1, 2.
I don't think he
And I'm really
used a bunch of force anyway, though.
Next is Tortle.
Did anything happen when Mace shot onto Whisper?
Oh, you were asking, is the attack?
Oh, he's one-hearting in.
Attack for the turn.
I think it
Yes.
did.
I thought you were saying
I was
range.
figuring a 1 hard.
Well, I mean, no.
Yeah, see, that's
Oh,
so aggressive.
Too hard.
Wait.
No action.
I mean a 1 hard from
I
Anakin.
was gonna
Have
do
it
it
for
for
you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I would fear too right now.
I want to go for
Okay.
it.
We'll see if
Because I-
Christian
I-
called it,
3 banks.
or the Telecaster Kid, as they are calling him.
That's pretty
Jakku, range
solid
2.
on there.
Yeah, Jakku. I'm only rolling 1.
The teleprompter kid.
Teleprompter Kid.
So 3 dice on Jakku.
I'm expecting a dead
Do it.
Whisper.
And that 3 hard
Control.
punch should be killed.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. Take 2 to the face. And I have to.
I'd be shocked if Whisper doesn't go down this round, unless he didn't call Whisper being there and doesn't do the 1 hard.
That's what a lot of
Well,
people do.
Vader, he
I
He overcommitted with the 3 hard,
3 hard, yeah.
but he's gonna fix it with the barrel roll into a focus, or focus into a barrel. Well, if he didn't do it in the right order though,
I mean, you
unless
know,
he said it.
that's what I hear.
There you go.
You have to spin that force. Yep, that's what he does.
Yeah, he's gonna have to switch targets now.
We fine tuned.
Can you fit right?
Take a
up?
target out.
That's that's.
Oh, so he's just doing a 3 straight with Soontir, not caring about that gas cloud, just gonna clear his stress,
Alright.
moving ships wherever we want them.
Both of them. You have 2 of them.
So you are in my bullseye.
Now, just a reminder to anybody, we are on a delay as we watch this video, so some,
He does, but,
But-
no predator at range 3 versus.
forgive us. We are not there at the,
We know not what we do.
yeah, we're not there where they're recording such things. There's the 1 hard with barrel roll right into the back end of Whisper.
Okay, take
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Yep. Farewell, Whisper.
Yeah,
We
That's
know
a-
well.
that's a calibrated laser targeting bullseye from maybe both of them. And that Mace, probably not, but
Control. I guess it landed legally.
And
oh, he got the bullseye from Soontir from down on the Mace.
That's not paint. We'll spend 1 force and take a shield.
We're gonna see. No, we got a shield from someone.
No, I'll go take a shield.
Maybe that wasn't on me.
Anakin range 1.
I'm surprised that he didn't do more actions with Vader.
Focus.
Like FDS,
I know.
whatever.
Well, you already had the target lock on Mace, I believe. Oh, 3 crits from Vader. Mace
evade.
Yeah, boy.
takes a crit.
Please die.
What's he gonna do?
Or he just flipped over something. I don't know who's damaged
Shot this
who
round.
right now. Jesus Christ.
Whisper.
Fuck Whisper.
Lord.
Oh, they're right.
Yep. Obi-Wan knows that. Mace range 3 on Vader.
Oh, that is hit crit into Whisper.
Yeah, that's
Spending.
Interesting little fact. Oh,
Yep. Bye, Whisper.
Can you rotate my
Focus.
arm?
Or
Oh,
force
yeah,
It
focus.
was a direct hit. Whisper dead.
Thank you.
As predicted, the one hard equals a dead Whisper.
Yeah.
Now Mace Windu has free option to shoot at somebody else.
I think if he had
That
fought
was a good
3 or
trade.
4,
Like,
he would have been safe.
all of yours.
I believe so.
One bank coming in.
Because then he could have focused evaded, which,
I mean, that was just
with an extra die,
for sure.
might have saved him a little more.
Are you?
Yeah.
2 hits from downtown on the Vader.
It's okay.
Vader's safe.
Depends on what your 2-rock did.
But he doesn't want to be.
Regain force charges or force charges to I mean, if I attempt
All
to
right,
attack
so
you,
Obi-Wan, hard one, coming in.
Did you not
I
use
had
cookie?
mine.
I didn't-
Mace moving first can go for a block here. I think
Everyone a cookie.
we can predict a
He did.
4K from Vader. So if he does the one bank, is the one bank blue on these Jedi? I can't remember.
I don't know the dial.
I don't know it either, but I believe the one bank's got to be blue. Well, he's got R4 Astromech on there, so it's got to be. So one bank from Mace right here.
One bang and then a barrel roll left to try and block that.
Block the 4K, or get behind him if it doesn't block. Either way, you're fine. From
It's
Anakin,
either that or
He
a
didn't say
tone
nothing,
roll
just
for
like
Vader. 4K
no
tone
joke,
roll.
no
Can't block
either
that.
way, the one
not even
bank
weird
barrel
look,
roll
that guy,
will save him
nothing.
from being shot at.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I think with Anakin, you do the one hard again.
Got a gas cloud.
This time ship left,
Or maybe you do.
I get a 4K because I
and then one hard with a ship ability boost out of Anakin. I mean, Obi-Wan way back there into a
I
focus
was thinking, well,
to shoot at somebody.
does.
I don't know what Suntir does here though.
I know.
Calibrate laser targeting is really
There is that one bank.
Yes, I'll have protect
And the calibrate is pulling through a little bit. I'm surprised.
But that's
Yeah.
a problem because now you're gonna APT me.
I prefer it over the 7B.
Alright, now you're sixes.
Oh,
That's
barrel
really
rolling the
unfortunate.
other way instead of into where.
The cost.
Predictable.
Yeah, I understand what the cost. 7B is,
That is-
but it's just been performing so well over the tournaments.
Well,
Alright.
it's consistent. It's, you know.
Got the one hard from Obi-Wan. Now I'm super surprised by that barrel roll from Mace. He's barrel rolling out of where the 4K is. I think he's trying to block the Talon
Oh, he
Yeah, I
hits
think
it.
he's trying to block the Talon.
in case. But I mean, there's the 4K. As I mean, yeah,
You're in the thing.
Yep.
yeah, that's a shame.
I don't think I could fit the barrel.
No, just 3.
You got a 50-50 shot and you called the wrong thing.
Right
Yeah.
there, she's got
I need to see
far enough.
so much paint right now.
Ugh.
And I imagine you probably don't want to take a step
Chester's
to find out.
title, take a crit. Damage in.
I mean,
Good stuff.
stress is
You
not the
landing?
worst thing
Nope.
for me right here.
Close.
It's true.
It's worth it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right.
Christian not
I would
believing him.
target lock, but that's not an option.
Well, Suntir coming in all close.
So, starting to
Some
correct.
debate over whether or not it hit the gas cloud.
To perform a free boost action, even while stressed.
Okay.
He's about to get kicked
I'm
out of
going
his
to attack
house.
Anakin's ability. And it's stressed because Suntir is most definitely at range 1 in Bull's arc.
Yeah, evade makes sense. Get the focus evade. Is it the one hard from Anakin? No, he's gonna sloopity
That
doo.
sounds fun.
I don't understand that, but I mean,
All right, Vader. Or let's do.
could have been facing the same way with the one hard, not
Thing.
good in action.
Things about to get real.
Vader. I mean.
How's he
Anakin
boosting
you
in?
Want to kill,
R4,
but Vader doesn't have to try
P17.
a lot.
Ooh, smooth. Nah. Clear the stress with the force and focus.
That's
Smooth.
Pretty good. So
What do
I'm
I
gonna
know?
spend 2 force charges. Make 1 a crit.
Absolutely nothing. I don't play aces. I'm a rebel beef.
Right.
Degenerate. What do I know?
Take a crit.
So like, okay, you can play this for a couple of rounds now. Now try playing it for 7
it
rounds
worked!
or whatever. And see if your brain isn't bleeding.
I know.
Karma San Diego.
That's what I'm gonna do at Campaign Against Cancer. I'm gonna make my brain bleed with
Range 1, no bullseye.
some 8 ships of vultures.
Don't do it. Don't do vultures.
Oh.
I want to fly them, man. I painted my
Kill
dial.
You did. You did. You put the effort in, so why
I
not?
I put in all the effort. I got my whole little target lock system ready and everything. I really enjoy how it all came out, though. I think it looks nice.
Yeah.
Oh, do we spend Anakin's Force or Obi-Wan's Force?
It does look
Oh,
nice.
did you spend it?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Spend Anakin's Focus, maybe? Spend Obi-Wan's Force to give him back the Focus.
Slid. Yes, Anakin can move like crazy. It's bonkers, especially when you use that
Anakin
R4 P11 or whatever it is. R4 P17. Look at all those evades. Looks like a whole lot of nothing.
The Focus.
Yeah.
That could kill me. I'll spend it.
I would not have expected those bullseyes
Obi-Wan, same shot.
to have gone.
I know he's been getting them nonstop. It's impressive. Oh, looks like we lost Mace Windu at some point.
And spend
Yeah, I was wondering what happened.
I was like, where did he go?
That's soon too.
Let's remove him.
Underneath
Doesn't matter
the
what I
stress
roll.
token.
So you rolled 1 evade, so 3 more.
Okay.
Great. Pen.
You can measure it here. You got bigger.
Anakin able to get 3 hits against Soontir. Spins the evade. Takes 2 damage. Oh, man. Here comes the second shot. Spins it. Soontir's dead no matter what.
We're not doing enough there.
Bye-bye, Soontir. You don't want to be range 1 of 2 Jedi throwing 4 dice at you.
No.
Mm-mm.
Shit.
Well,
I mean,
can
Vader
Vader
can still do this, but
moving second after Anakin, you think?
Slam.
I didn't say it would. I said he can.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, well, because Vader can one-pop it off the board.
He can, with some luck. This is why you don't need fifth brother.
Makes sense.
Yeah. You don't want to be in this position that he's in right now.
Yeah, if you're flying all aces, you really got to pay for your bid.
You got to pay the toll.
Yeah.
Man. What a game.
What's your crit?
My crit is damage engine.
It's good for the Telecaster Kid to get some affirmation about his feelings on calibrated laser targeting.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely got his money's worth.
He's
it has
paid.
performed.
No.
Yeah. I'm shocked, honestly. Look at him. He's about to get it again. Oh, man. And
Vader
watch
doing?
sloop out of Anakin. Guaranteed.
Oh,
He's just focusing. Sloop. Here it comes. Does it fit? Oh, I think it's not going to fit.
I don't think it fits.
Add a focus, spend it for 3
They say it fits.
Oh, yeah.
Brutal.
Take 1 shield.
Wow.
Cover a force.
Telecaster Kid is flying really good.
Man, you can torture.
I'll be hating.
Alright, Obi-Wan range 1.
I'm surprised he didn't barrel roll with Vader. Not that it would have helped him much, because Anakin could have just got rid of the Force, with the Force.
You don't want
He's
to
resigned to death.
Oh, there you go. Four hits total. 3 hits and a crit.
You got it.
Vader spinning his focus
Wow,
to
okay.
take a shield.
Heavy and got
A shield.
yeah. But I also really fucked up because I didn't.
There's one more cookie. Just
I'll say the dice have been very focus heavy.
Yes.
Jedi.
That's pretty heavy bad.
And he is contemplating his Force pool. Spending 1. I believe he only had 1 to spend. Hit crit. Vader
Not only
nattying
did
out
he
of
went
it.
to Order 66
All right.
first.
What the heck?
Yeah, I was like, wow.
That takes dedication. He's married? Okay.
Yeah. Well, wife's out of town.
Okay, I would do that if I could.
Vader needs to
I would.
2 hard
I wouldn't
down
drive Order 66.
or 3 hard and
I mean, I
after.
might.
It's a long way away. It's
I mean, if
out
I was
there.
desperate.
And
for games,
reset.
Yeah.
I would.
But I TTS, so I don't know if
Yeah, I
I'm
was
ever
gonna say
that.
yeah.
I'm not sure I'm ever that.
Granted, neither of the Jedi have a Vader dead.
No.
So that's another option. But if Christian predicts the 1 forward, what he could do is do the 2 forward with Obi-Wan to set up a bump so Anakin can continue to just sit behind and
Like, I get
Shred
the
Vader.
R2 on Anakin, but because of his ability, it's so easy for him to stay in a fight. Just keep the pressure up. Like, I don't see. I have trouble justifying it. At least with Cal.
I really am enjoying this game right now. This
I don't think you have Vader now.
I don't.
Because then you can intentionally disengage.
I'm thinking of who.
I mean, Vader's got 3.
How much HP does Vader have left?
3.
3?
3. Got 2 shield down.
looks like in the other game that Vader has 3 health
5
left.
over here per round. You got 3 dice in both directions.
Vader's everywhere. He's so well costed right now. I mean, he's 65 points, naked.
Yeah, I know. I was saying like.
Just a value ship. How can you not bring Vader if you're playing Imperials? Like,
Oh man.
how much was he before? 70? Brought him down to like
I
65.
think he was 70.
Yeah. Oof. See what happens in July.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 1 force charge.
I feel like there's going to be quite a few changes in July.
4 charges.
I feel like the Rebel stuff is going to be really kind of mixed up.
Went for the Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
I feel like Scum's going to get some
Focus.
deep discounts.
Face off.
Yeah.
Where do you want to see the biggest discounts in Scum?
I'm loose state right there.
You got to be careful with the Fang Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Vader.
I
You can't go.
feel like they need a little bit.
After it says
Little
after
bit?
I execute a non-straight
Star
maneuver,
Vipers, maybe a
suffer
little
1
bit.
damage. Repair this card.
Well, I'm just talking about 1 or 2 points.
Slide it back and
I
forth, put
can
it wherever I
still
want, right?
Just
Right.
I can still do my
eke
right
out a little bit more
two.
efficiency.
Going to
Well,
target.
Yeah.
I would need to do my two blue.
Especially
I agree
Scum
with
don't
you.
have a lot of
Do those
options.
because they're not
Oh,
white.
he's
I can't do my
I
white
think
ones.
Scum's in a great place for very minor point changes.
I'm gonna target lock.
Nothing insane, just
Oh, yeah,
lots of
yeah.
itty bitty point changes. Like the Fang Fighters all could come down 1 or 2 points. And that'll let you squeeze in other upgrades that you normally wouldn't be able to. I think the Vipers are fine, generic wise at least.
What are they, like 40,
You need
mid
to see
40s?
paint.
They're all in the mid 40s, 46 for a generic one.
At least 1 event.
At Initiative 2, 48 for the one with an EPT.
I know.
I could, because of their 3 agility, 3 attack dice stat line, I have a hard time seeing them come down much more
There we go.
than where they're at,
Yeah.
considering they have a shield as well. I mean, they're right now only 2 points Fang Fighter, and that shows you how much a Fang Fighter overcosted.
Yeah. I think
That is
the
crypto.
I don't think there's going to be any changes with Empire. I don't
Spin one of my
see where they need
focuses.
it.
You got the 3.
Here we go.
I take 2.
Take. Wait.
I think the Empire's in a decent place. Rebels are in a decent place. Grades fixing. But the chassis are all in a decent place for the most part.
Oh, okay.
If they do anything with the Empire, I think they maybe would consider bringing the named strikers down a little bit.
Cat over here.
As we were saying earlier, I agree with
Yeah.
you.
Trick shot, proton.
Don't really see. Jonas is kind of expensive for a PS4 bomber.
I assume I have.
Yeah, maybe on the named bombers they went too crazy.
Okay, so
Chew.
spend fire control.
Going
So
to
that's nothing,
spend a
nothing.
card
So
on
Vader K turn from Slith. That's our guess.
No, the other afternoon.
I agree, 100%. That's what's going to happen.
You burned all your
Where did Vader go? I missed it.
Shield. Here we go.
Vader went on this one
because not
too hard and a barrel a ship left. So I'm going to agree. There's a K turn coming. There it is.
All right. Holy crap,
You're not
dude.
close enough, so we'll just be stressed.
I thought this was gonna be a lot closer. I didn't.
Anakin a hard
I
one,
mean, I thought
obviously,
it
I
was gonna be
think,
a lot more
coming
closer
out.
after that attack, but
Oh,
yeah.
now.
Ooh, afterburners from Vader. Moving forward, trying to dodge that arc.
Damage coming through.
Cover another force on that.
Probably got it too.
After you execute a maneuver, non-straight maneuver,
Michael
suffer
Swift.
1.
Ooh, sloop from
And
Anakin.
repair
Huh.
this card. Jeez.
Weird.
He does love those sloops.
So, this guy-
Apparently. I mean, same direction with a
Oh,
rest,
so
but I mean,
Yeah.
He's old.
maybe he wanted both ships shooting at the same time. Double dock moving his Vader wherever he pleases.
Okay.
What? His 1 straight
Oh.
is white? Vader's 1 straight is white.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh,
It's not blue. Yeah.
not blue.
I
They
think
do the ones
the
that-
resistance.
But they're like, we're not gonna make it good enough to really
Whitey
help.
1300 actually might need to come
We're just
down a
gonna
little
make
bit.
it kind of good.
I agree.
It's kind of expensive for what it has.
There's a reason why, if you look at
Can't-
Meta Wing on List Fortress,
already have
most
to
of the resistance YTs pilots are at the very bottom of usage and performance.
Yeah, I could see
Crack
that.
in the barrel.
I looked the other day at the bottom 50 and most of them were in that.
I don't like the thematic red
Action abuse.
Maybe not.
red turret turn.
How much health does the
Yeah.
Not a fan of that.
They could, to help it release an upgrade that turns red, rotate to white, just like engine upgrade.
It seemed that way.
It's right
That would
there.
help it.
Add a focus.
Looks like we're getting a joust from Anakin and Vader,
Oh yeah.
with Anakin being the superior bidder, so he's going to barrel roll boost in to dodge that arc probably,
Yep. Barrel out.
and get the bullseye. Maybe,
He went back quite a bit.
maybe hit that corner. Maybe not. Either way,
No, he's good.
dodging the arc is the most important thing.
So
Yeah.
it's
He added it, so they must have bullseye. So, is force potentially? Does he have force to spend?
one. I want to say it's 2 destructive.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Looks like Anakin has a hit damage card on him, so I'm gonna
Alright,
do that right now.
Oh, wait, there we go.
Looks like
So we're
yellow
definitely not-
Telecaster Kid
Target lock.
running rings around the
Yeah.
Vader.
Force for 2. You blank out. Hey, look, you didn't blink out.
Vader blanking out, taking a shield and a.
I think the old double dock is regretting that fifth blow.
I would be.
Yep.
Range 3, through a gas cloud, 2 dice.
You feel like anything can be done with the first order, or anything should be done with the
First order right now is in a really interesting place because they can perform well, and they have like their lists that are performing well. With Kylo and 2 Upsilons, or Kylo Blackout, Tabson.
Big key.
But I think
I've even seen when I was at the
I used
trial,
one
we
kill.
got
Still being able to modify
5 of the Initiative 2.
If I hadn't
I think it was the Initiative 2. It might have been the Initiative 3 generic SFs,
done any damage.
all with advanced optics. So they're in an interesting place because what they really are lacking is with the FO. The FO is in a really awkward place.
It's a guarantee.
Yeah.
It is not performing well as a ship. Like, I've used Midnight countless times trying to make
So I want to
it,
be
and Malorus, and the only one that's worth really bringing is a squad leader Muse, because she clears her own stress if you want, or a Null as a filler. Outside of those 2, or and maybe Scorch, because it's a 3 dice ship. I feel like the generics need to come down, even though it's like, okay,
Got twice on 5 dice,
type
so.
blue 2s, and it has a target lock and an extra shield. 28 5 points for all that seems like a good deal, but because you can't really swarm with them or anything, I think the FO is where they need a little more help. Make it a little bit better of a filler. Bring it, the generic down to 27. And all the names, the higher point cost names, like Muse and I'm not Muse, Malorus and Midnight, bring them down a little bit.
Does Malorus recover his charges?
No, he does not. 2 times a game you get Glitter Stem, and it's really cool. It works great. I've enjoyed it when I've used it, but it's just an underperforming ship.
It's priced in the 40s. Midnight is 44. You're really paying for that PS6 and that ability.
And the ability, as good as it is,
I still have the target lock.
it's really,
Gas cloud the hell out of that.
I don't know, because they nerfed it where you just can't modify dice, and that. It is in a nice limited area.
That's the real fun.
So I think it could come down a little bit and not be broken.
I'm hiding into my little blanket of safety.
We'll just remain.
I don't think it's ever going to see any play until it does.
And now that we've seen with the Rise of Skywalker coming out, and we know the new Resistance show, that the First Order is going to end up being
We'll spend a force for 2.
the faction for the person who likes Interceptor.
We're good.
If you want to play Interceptor type ships, they're going to have at least 3 unique Interceptor. They're going to have that Red Baron, and then we can visually tell that the TIE Silencer has a new cockpit, so we'll get some kind of variant potentially of the Silencer, maybe a Mark II.
Cool.
So, as they stand, What I would have liked to have seen is maybe even a redaction, like somewhere they put it in the rules that all upsilons are solitary,
Fine tune.
just like they have the solitary upgrade with the CIS.
Hold Vader.
Yeah.
The what's it called? The tactical relay.
Yeah.
It's solitary. You can only include one of those upgrades. I'd like them to do that with ships, and the Upsilon and the
No one else is shooting.
Lambda shuttle are great candidates. It's a ship that you shouldn't really spam anyway. And then you could price those a little better. You could price them in a way that competitive. Some of the other ones outside of Tabson, the only really one worth bringing. So
I spent one of my charges and 2 focuses.
what they need more than anything is
Oh.
an ordnance carrier.
Spend a charge.
So like an FO bomber
Good chance of.
or a cheap crew carrier.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Did you spend the focus?
Right.
To make
Yeah, I spent the focus and I
dudes
got it. So, yeah,
like,
in general, like, yeah, 'cause I had to.
what's
No
his
rocks,
name?
no shots.
No shot.
The guy who
I
lets you
engaged.
coordinate all
Now
a bunch of ships as long as they're the same name.
I still
Jeb.
got it.
So advanced core focuses.
Fine tune
Yeah, I'm
available.
dead.
Can't remember his name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Roll that.
I think that's what the First Order needs more than anything. But right now they're the least played faction overall, really. And I think it's
Options. There's no options.
and they are not getting any until Wave 6 at a minimum. We know Wave 4 and Wave 5 they're not getting anything new. So you got what you got.
Yep.
Be happy with it.
That decision early on
Dire control.
literally cost me the game.
2/4
Not factoring you here.
Yeah.
Interesting call from Christian here. Instead of engaging with his Anakin,
You could
Just,
instead choosing to run and hide behind the gas cloud.
down to 1.
Like, why roll?
Why'd be good at the game? Would you just
He feels the pressure. I feel like he's worried.
Cover my force.
It would seem so.
One of these days you're gonna.
Oops, I left a shield on that Anakin.
pretty good about it? I just wait till it's like the next turn.
Just spends all the force. Who cares?
You okay?
Hey, look at that. Change 1. No damage. Bet he's happy you brought those gas clouds now.
I need a target lock.
Hmm,
I'm gonna do that, and then I'll get another action.
And then the Separatist as a faction, when it
I'm
comes
gonna do a white 2.
that have a limited dot next to them or a special name, come down in points. I feel like they're all overcosted except for
You know what I say?
the 311, whatever the give your buddy a calculate one.
Ain't nobody.
At 24 points, that's fine. It's a good little
gas clouding.
helper. But all the other named ones are just far too expensive for what they do. The
It's almost like
precision hunters or whatever, the ones that have predator built in. I mean, paying 4 points for predator on an initiative 3, that's silliness.
It is.
Alright, good choice.
Like, no. At most, they should be 20.
His range. Almost one.
The Hawkcharl, whatever prototypes.
Could've just disengaged.
I mean, they're garbage. I mean, their ability almost never goes off.
Put that into it.
You went this way.
I've played against people using them. I've tried them myself. That
No, I don't want to spend.
those are 3 more points
Hey, look, paint.
than the other
All of the
initiative
paints.
ones. Not worth it for something like you have to have
Range 2 for Anakin.
to get your extra thing. It's just not worth it. They should be 1 point more, maybe 2, just so they'll see play.
Obi-Wan, I think, is
DFS 311. That one is okay.
I agree. At 24 points, it's
Other than that, I think it's just
One hit.
Federation of Separatists. That's all.
No crits currently?
Gas
Oh,
cloud.
you still have the engine.
That's why they're a problem.
looks like Anakin goes to another shot
One more hit the die.
from his future self Vader.
Alright.
Shooting back, getting 2.
So if it's
Wow. That's that.
Just fine. Whole bunch of nothing going on.
yeah, take crit die.
Here's another 2 dice at
Wow.
range 2 through the gas cloud. Oh, a bunch of blanks. He got 1. Oh, if he had to go with, he would have gotten a damage. Brutal.
And this is where I'd like,
R4.
if you can't consistently get that laser calibrated target, you just throw in air. This is
Mhm.
trash then.
Your very expensive A-wings.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And what's your feeling on the Republic as a faction as you see them? I'd say they're 99% okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the generics that have an
We
EPT
need to practice against something else right now.
The
come down.
for which ship?
Both the V19 Torrent and the
I would do like a 2 sloop.
the generic arc. That's the Initiative 2 at 42 might be
That's the wireless
too cheap.
hotspot
Maybe
box
up
where
1 or
you
2 on that one.
Yeah, you really pay for
I'm
that.
going to target lock.
That
But it's like
EPT.
5 more points just to get the EPT slot, and then to take dedicated another 3, paying like 7 to 8 more points.
I think that's why they try to cost them to,
And it's such a
you know,
dead on arrival talent. It just sucks. Like it should not cost that much. Or the other solution, give both of the low talent slots so they can take dedicated. That works with me.
Do I spend another one to...
But the next,
an odd choice for the cost to be so much higher for PS2 to 3 for both of those ships,
yeah,
just to get the EPT.
I mean,
should be 1 point,
Hail Mary on him,
Yeah.
paid off, but it was
like it is in almost every other ship in the game.
Yeah, I didn't think you do it.
That's the only thing that needs price fixing for the most part. Everything else seems okay
I mean, I could have just not boosted.
Coordinated evade?
because the lists are performing.
That'd be fine.
Yeah,
It's okay.
and
I
for
burned
a-
it extra
a-
for the
I
start.
think
It's
that
terrible.
if else
You
one ship,
burn an extra, so let's think about
25
that.
points.
You burn an extra
Um,
force charge, you
If the
also
blocker
use an
has
afterburner.
damage
Like
potential,
that was like a lot.
And it's one of the best performing lists in the game right now, with
It was a lot.
Well, it's what was stupid for that
2
fight.
Torrents and 2 Jedi. It's just doing really well.
Okay, I see.
So
Yeah.
no one shots
I guess
this
I
one.
guess I don't want to say stupid because it's like, you know,
Well, this isn't looking good for the
yeah.
Spend the first.
Stupidity.
He's
is
now
you
allowing
use
Vader
that
to
do
shoot at him and him not to shoot.
You didn't. No, that's the yeah.
Lessons learned.
how the worm has turned.
Apparently,
Die? Oh, no.
2 whole Vader about to blow
I don't know
4
about you
dice
guys,
into the side
but
of Obi-Wan.
whenever you get a ship, always keep your plastic.
It's too
Come
much
on,
room.
do it.
That's in the shovel.
No,
Make the joke.
No, I can cut it so it actually fits in there.
Something about the high ground.
Now you're
Yeah.
not all
2
about
crits
it.
and a hit.
Into the space.
It looks like just taking a single crit. So I guess Obi-Wan. Oh, 2 crits.
Did he not enough? I guess he didn't have
Oh,
enough
he
force.
lived. He lived. So Obi-Wan is down to 1.
I wonder what those crits are.
I don't know. One of them flipped face down and he puts 2 stress. So one of them had to be panicked. He had a panicked pilot. Hey, want to see a neat trick I can do? Panic. Nope, I can't do that. Whatever. Name an upgrade or a card. I can make it appear on the screen. Magic.
That damaged engine, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, you had to take an extra damage.
So I'm expecting
not
yet
even
another
that.
2 sloop from Anakin.
I'm talking about
Oh, you went that way.
the damaged engine. Not losing all my blue
Really?
protectorate.
Yes, that's what my
That-
spidey senses
that
tell me.
might be the worst crit. On
I would not be shocked by any means.
So good.
I think the quote is, "If you kill me, I'll come back really angry, and I'm going to be ghost and make crude gestures when you're having intimate time with your significant other."
I did not think when
I think that's it from the Star Wars movie, right? Which one was that? A new
It's the holiday special.
a new belief or something?
Or
No, it's the one where it had the human teeth.
Oh god. They should not allow us to talk on this thing. All right. Well, there's your sloop. Who would have guessed?
3 dice.
Yeah.
You get in.
You use my force powers.
Fire control.
And look
this
at that,
guy.
Vader shooting range. He's out of force, really. So he's
Spend 2 force.
some choices to make here. Probably going to spin that target lock, I would suspect.
2 force.
Maybe spend his 1 force to change 1 to a hit,
Yeah, that's what I would
then a
do.
crit, and then re-roll the 2 with the target.
Range 1.
Because he wants that crit. Even though it's the last hit, who cares? Re-roll all 3. That's what I do.
Don't know.
1 hit kills him, so re-roll all 3. Yo, he re-rolled 1. Oh, he had all 3.
Just long enough to.
Okay, you said you're not.
Well, there goes Obi-Wan.
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Nope, you got it.
All right, we'll take it. Is that range 2 or range 3 though?
That case, then I will.
Range 2.
All right,
I believe.
So range 2 from Anakin. Force for hit crit.
Did he dodge it?
Taking 1. Cover a force charge.
That was a crit. Sorry.
Oh.
Panic.
Panic.
Uh-huh. No more actions for you. Obi-Wan range 1 and up. Roll natties, we get it. Force for 2. Alright. Living one more round.
Yep. Well, even though it, I mean, it's.
Trouble. Right here in River City.
So I keep hearing these commercials on the radio for 14-day kitchens.
Vader taking another damage.
You need to finish your kitchen in 14 days.
Yeah, good looking at.
Wait, what?
And range 1 from Obi-Wan.
I mean,
Oh,
this
that way
job,
you
this
can
job would, no, but this job was
2.
estimated to be 10 to 14
Strike me
days.
down, I'll come back.
Game.
But over 30.
Oh wow.
I mean, we're done now, like officially. Like, he's done. I just need to finish.
I don't know who slid this, but he's cool.
What?
He's the only person commenting.
Oh, it didn't kid. I thought it did.
Alright.
Must have been a dice on, but I didn't see.
Charge about twice as much for 14 days.
Yeah, the Telecaster Kids
You're paying for that speed.
green dice have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that a stress? Focus. Because our core action is totally worth it. Walk. Place the king.
There, 1 stress.
Just gonna bump.
I think I got trick shot twice. In 3 games.
Yeah.
I think that's, is it worth it?
You're not looking to get it. It's just that when you have it,
It has
it's valuable.
3 stress
Back to
tokens.
what it is.
It's already a massive attack.
Looks like Vader took a panicked pilot crit.
Oh god.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not good.
Right.
They're all the same.
They really did a great job on these Jedi ships.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them. I just wish this one had had the.
I feel like there were
beat
35 minutes to go 60 minutes ago.
But you know,
Oh, because it's.
the difference
This
is
game
all
has been droning on.
rules implications. That's all I'm gonna do.
No, it's not. Yeah, it is. No.
No,
No,
I'll
you don't want
get
it.
my-
Yeah,
They've been in this limbo for a while.
Right.
One
Oh,
hour.
I guess we should probably have looked at like
Rap,
at some
rap,
point how
rap,
much time we
rap.
had left.
I want to see DeLorean on stream.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Okay.
See his terrible play
Alright.
and judge him for it.
Will be responsible in drawing.
I'm gonna be right over here. Leapfrogging style.
Once this particular game is over, I'm gonna take a minute to go get me something to eat.
Another one of these.
or had this.
Yeah, same.
Throwing that big thing around.
I'm hangry. I'm hangry.
I'm back. I might be done for the night.
Working on
Well,
it
if
right
you
now.
were done for the night, I appreciate you joining me, my man.
I got to boost with my action here.
Things I do for you.
Yeah,
Successful,
it's true.
Alright. Vader no shot. Obi-Wan range is that 2?
Yeah, it looks like 2.
Hit range 2 and bullseye.
Yeah.
Hit
So,
crit, add focus.
not seeing a sloop here when he's not stressed.
I hit crit.
Interesting.
Is that? Oh, it's a blank. Yeah.
Bo- Boosting towards the board edge.
Yeah. So I am very, very happy with calibrated laser targeting.